Tonight kicks off Asian American Heritage Month, and we celebrate a smaller demographic that doesn't always get a lot of attention. I visited with an Indian American here in Waco who is embracing his culture through art and sharing it with the world in a colorful way.
My big question is always like, where are the Indians?
Hey, how are you?
Rajesh Solanki is a Wacoan and one of the few Indian Americans in the community. He raises concerns about how they're depicted in the media.
Take Simpsons, for example, where there's a stereotype of an Indian character in that show.
For no reason, here's Apu.
Apu, the convenience store owner,
Thank you, I'll come again.
has an accent and displays clownish behavior.
I am a freakazoid.
And though it can be charming and funny, it could be doing more harm than good.
No, stop him. He's expressing his faith, eh?
This is not accurate to our experience. This is not accurate to who we are.
Now, Rajesh, born and raised in Texas, is a comic artist himself.
I want to tell stories that reflect my culture. I want to tell stories that I would have wanted as a kid.
His first printed comic book is an adventure fantasy rich in culture,
Ravana's Relic is a story about a demon in ancient Hindu mythology.
with well thought out Indian characters,
Two kids, Krish and Priya, come across that power first.
and plenty of nods to his heritage.
This whole outfit would be a sari, which is like a traditional Indian dress.
He also ensures his work is not just for Indian Americans.
I think it's really important for white Americans to be able to see and experience other things.
Brandy Solanki, Rajesh's wife, has been his biggest cheerleader from the very beginning.
Throughout our dating, he would draw things for me. And I was like, you're really, really good at this. Have you ever thought about doing something like that?
Because of Brandy's encouragement, readers can now dive into a new world
There's so much joy, whether that through colors, through their celebrations.
and even get a taste of the culture.
This last chapter had recipe.
But there's a reason he's gone all in on stories centered around South Asians.
Me and my siblings, there's a loss of culture.
His parents immigrating to America to chase a better life
My dad came here and he says with $150.
also came with a price.
We don't speak the language as well as they do. We don't participate necessarily in all of the traditional ceremonies.
So creating these stories has become a way to reconnect with his roots and pay tribute to his parents along the way.
I don't know if I've actually expressed to them that they're being represented in the story. I think they will hopefully be touched and appreciate that.
Ironically, his father does have similarities to Apu.
His first job in the States was at a 7-Eleven. Now he owns a very successful 7-Eleven.
But he and other Indian Americans represent far more.
You see this picture of us in media. Here is a month where you can see us for who we truly are. We can represent ourselves. We can tell you who we are.
To learn more about Raj, head over to fox44news.com. And to download a free copy of his comic book, go to rajsolankiart.com.